Most of this year, the parish of St. James has been under a state of public emergency. The police division or the community of West Kingston has been under a mini state of emergency called a ZOSO. Figures published by the JCF Statistics Unit on Sunday last shows that up until February the 10th, there have been 182 murders in Jamaica. 23 more, or 14.5% increase relative to the same period in 2017. Bear in mind, 2017 was already one of our highest years in history. What is interesting when we drill down into statistics is that, not unexpectedly, there has been a 50% reduction in murders in St. James, as well as a 50% reduction in the Kingston West Police Division. However, for the rest of Jamaica, there has been, unfortunately, a 33% increase in murders. Now, security experts will tell you that this is what they call the balloon effect. When you concentrate attention on a particular geographic area and you squeeze it with intense focus of resources, you get a bulge in another area. And what we have seen in Jamaica, as we've pulled hundreds and hundreds of extra police and soldiers from all over Jamaica to concentrate them in St. James and in the ZOSO area in West Kingston, it has apparently left other areas inadequately covered. And so we're seeing an increase there and an overall increase for Jamaica. So what are the lessons this teaches us? And I'm speaking now, having never had the experience of 1,600 murders when I was Minister of National Security. This is about 50% more than the average numbers of murders during my time. So I am really just extrapolating from my own experience, having had no first-hand experience of this. We can see that saturation policing works. If you put enough security personnel in a particular geographic area, it forces the criminals to go to ground, so to speak. They are either displaced or they have to become very quiet as they don't have the freedom of movement that they once had. The challenge is that we don't have enough security forces to really cover all the police divisions, all the troublesome police divisions simultaneously. So it begs the following question then: how can we increase in a relatively short period of time the coverage of these areas? Well, some of the ideas are not new. We, for example, had a report from Professor Tony Clayton from 2015, which suggested if there was a reallocation of police from administrative duties, from the sort of specialist units to operations, that would help tremendously. That could increase by up to 40% the available police for operations. Secondly, we could look at expanding our municipal police to handle some of the public order operations in our towns across Jamaica. The third thing we could do is look at replacing police personnel who are guarding facilities, whether ministries, Jamaica House, etc. A lot of those personnel could be replaced by an elite private security unit. They could also handle a lot of the close protection work that hundreds and hundreds of police officers do now. They don't need to be trained in investigations and all the various elements of policing beyond what would be appropriate for a close protection officer. These suggestions could, in the short term, quite dramatically increase the available police personnel to deploy for operations. In 2013, when we merged the ISCF and the GACF, it had exactly that effect of putting a lot more people on the road in operations reallocated from previous administrative duties. 2014, the first full year after the merger, saw the lowest number of murders, 1,005, in the last 15 years. I offer these suggestions to the powers that be at a time when debate is raging in the society, as we are all seized with the urgency of coming up with solutions to this immediate crime problem.